Hey, it's Nick Gross here. I'm gonna teach you guys how to play Blackbird by the Beatles, and I'll just go through the parts. It's just this, and it repeats with variations. Then here's the Blackbird fly portion. So there's a bit of theory in this one, but I'm just gonna jump right into it. So we start off with a G and a B. A G fretted on the low E, and then the B string. And we're gonna pluck those together, and then let the pointer finger hit that G string. So then we take our finger up to the B string, and we're gonna pluck the A string open with the note C, but on the B string, first fret B string. So, and between every note we're hitting that G. And then we lead into what is the outline of a B minor chord. So it's 2nd fret A string, 3rd fret B string. If you're not used to finger picking, just do this for a while, because it's going to get a little harder. The theory behind this is you're doing G and B, which are notes from a G chord, and then you're doing A and C, which are notes from an A chord, and then you're doing the outline of a B minor chord here. If you know a B minor chord, it's 3, 5, 5, 4. So we're taking out these two notes here and just... So now it's gonna get complicated. We're gonna this is the outline of a major chord with the root on the 5th string, and this is a D chord outline here. So it's just 2 notes, it's not actually a chord. It needs to be 3 notes to be a chord, so it's just a harmony. But it's based around a specific chord. And you can slide down with your pointer finger, or with both fingers if you want, down to your D chord here. It's 10th fret, 12th fret. 10th fret A string, 12th fret B string. We're going to be playing mostly between the A and the B string, so if I say 10 and 12, then it's going to be A string and B string, 10, 12. So now we have a little... we have that pattern there. Now what you do is you're gonna pluck the A and the B together, and then D, 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 G, A, B, G. So pluck, D, G, A, B, G. And then pluck, G string, pluck, G string. is practice it slow to a metronome and go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to a metronome and get it really perfectly in time, because we're gonna use that pattern throughout the rest of the song. So far we're up to so now we're gonna bring it up here. Remember before we did a B minor chord outline? Now we're gonna do this same D major shape, but we're gonna do a C. This song's in the key of G, by the way, just so everyone's familiar here. So there's our D outline. Now we go up to here, and it's the same shape, outlining a C chord. So pluck, and then G string between, and then we're gonna do 4 and 8. It's a stretch. It's a stretch here. 4 on the A string, 8 on the G string. So from here, and then outline of the D chord, of the D chord here. Earlier I said that this was a D chord. I meant it's a G chord. I'm sorry, previously I was playing a song where it was outlining this chord here. But, so we come up here, keep your pointer finger planted if you can. You don't have to, you can get a little bouncy with it. But you're gonna do that, and then your stretch here, which is 4 and 8, and then outline the D chord here, which is the same thing. And so, and then there's that stretch again, but this time it's from 6 to 10. And then remember our minor shape from up here, we go on the 7th fret, 7th and 8th fret here, we have our minor shape. And that brings back our pattern from over here. So that's, this is from E minor to D sharp major to D major. So major outline, and then down a fret to our, or a minor outline to down 1 fret to our major outline, and then same shape on the D here, stretch 4 and 8. So, and then back to our C outline on the 3rd and 5th, and play that pattern. Okay, so we go from C major to a C minor outline, and then shift it over 1 to a B minor outline. We're leading into that B minor chord, and then just 1 finger on the B string on the 2nd fret, down 1. So for these little portions, we take this, our E minor, into a D sharp major, into a into a D. So the reason that we can have a D sharp and a D in this song is because we're leading into the D relatively by playing a note that isn't in key, but it's right next to it. It's like when you're playing a blues line. This note isn't in key, but since we're leading into a note that's next to it, we can do that. So here's the reason that we're shifting to the minor here is to lead into this B minor that we played before. And then the reason that we're playing this is to shift into this chord from the beginning. And when we play this, the first fret B string, we're actually gonna strum the D string with it instead of the A string for that one. So and the pattern on that is gonna change. You're just gonna replace anywhere that the A string would be in the pattern. It's only once, but you're gonna just replace it with the D string just for this little chord. So you're just doing D twice. Just like that. And then it does this walk, just like the intro, but then C outline, and then that part there. So C, B, C major, B minor, and then second fret B string, first fret B string, and then we just jump right back into then you're gonna let that ring out. So what this is we're starting on F major, on this F major outline here, that shape that we've previously discussed. So it's gonna be 8 and 10. And you're just gonna do your normal pluck both strings and pointer finger pluck the G. So it's F outline, E minor outline, D, C, B minor, C, F, F, E minor, D major, C major, and then when you get to that B minor, it's just repeats there. Now that's the entire song, other than about 2 minutes 15 seconds into the song, they do and that's just what you're gonna do is the regular the first time it's regular, and then you're gonna kind of slow it down, try to be a little quieter, and The second time, instead of going, you're gonna do 2 plucks. And then just a little soft strum and let it ring out for a second, and then it's gonna do a slide after a few seconds. And when you end on just a regular G chord. Sometimes I like to do a G chord where instead of having the B string open, I'll do a D, since D's in G kind of gives your higher notes, your higher pitched notes, a little more flavor. So you can do that. Kind of a little earthier versus, you know, the B kind of sits a little sour in my ear, if that makes sense. But that's the entire song. What I like to do when I play it, I'm not really into country, but I love folk music like Johnny Cash. I love bluegrass. So what I'll do is after this, I'll do fast, and then all that is C, B. You just do a C, B minor, C, and then up the same way you would. I play banjo, by the way. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you're only waiting for this moment to arrive. So you see, you can kind of speed it up. What I do is, when I speed it up, I play it pretty slow, you know, kind of let it. So then when I do this part, I do it double the speed. So and I rush the bassier notes a little bit. I just kind of it's just a little more banjo-y, like that's very stationary, but something like that kind of just gives it extra flavor. It fits, it's more fitting to the type of music that I regularly play, to kind of give it that bluegrassy feeling. So I just thought I would share that with you, a little extra thing. So as I said previously, this song's in the key of G, but it does just an amazing job of going in and out of key without losing its sound. You know, there's passing tones, which a passing tone is on the offbeat. If you're playing a solo, for instance, you could go like, I'm trying to think of a song like, you know, like on the offbeat, I'm playing this middle note that's out of key. I normally play on my Joe Pass Emperor 2, which is a hollow body jazz guitar. I play jazz, I play country, well, folk music. I wouldn't call it country. And I play a bit of rock too, but that thing, you can rock on it, you know, and you can, it has a really nice, this acoustic has a really nice sound, but believe it or not, I bought this for $100 and I drew this on myself. It's not actually a hole. I drew that on myself. I'm really proud of it. I'm gonna add something here, so just something I like to share, you know, give you guys a little feeling of who I am as a person, you know, the kind of person I am. Everyone is kind of cold and calculated with their videos. I want people to be able to watch my videos and go, this is a guy that I could have a beer with. Maybe, you know, we could party, you know. I'm a total idiot, but my name is Nick Gross. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you like what you see. If you have any requests for lessons or tutorials on how to play songs, anything like that, comment and I'll make the video. Thank you.